moment you stop thinking about the followers, the likes, and all of the gratifications that people tend to tell you all online to do is the moment that you are going to get a conscious client. And I'm going to go exactly how, step by step, how I was able to do that and how you can do the same. So for you guys who don't know me, I am Shika. I'm a travel lifestyle content creator, mentor, and owner of Blog It. And on this channel, I talk about all things spirituality, wellness, entrepreneurship, and social media. Today, I'm recording our video a little bit earlier because I just woke up super energized after the full moon, and I was thinking, how can I make a good video for you guys to really bring some value, considering that a lot of you guys are either have side hustles or businesses. So I thought, why don't I do a video on how to consciously get clients on social media successfully. Before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe so you do not miss a video. I actually have a free webinar for you guys down below for the Conscious Social Media course that is launching on May 1st. So please sign up for that. We'll be having a 1-hour free webinar giving you a sneak peek of the course itself. So it's really great. And I'm really excited to give you guys all that information. And today's subscriber of the day is Lisa. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm so grateful for our family growing, and I'm so grateful for you guys. I love your comments. I just love how the videos really help you guys out and you express how it does. Let's get into the video. So the first thing that was a big issue with me when I first got into it was that I was not setting requirements for my clients. And you must be thinking, Shika, what do you mean by requirements? What I mean by that is that you are kind of, especially when you first starting out, you kind of try to get as many clients possible to allow yourself to sustain your business. But realistically, in order for you to ensure long-term that you have a conscious client, you need to write down what are the necessities for someone. Do they have to have at least 2 hours of their time every month in order for them to enroll in your coaching? Do they need to be able to, have a certain flexibility? Are they someone who's in a specific niche? These are all things to the T that you have to write down specifically. Usually, as you start to meet more people that are potential clients, whether they go through or not, that is an opportunity for you to really understand, okay, what are they good at? What do I want for my future client? What have I learned from this experience? What I do whenever I chat with someone, I always write down how was I able to give them value? If I wasn't able to give them value, how can are they my essential client? Are they not? What was the issue as to why they weren't able to come in and commit to my energetic exchange? So that's the first thing. As you go along and as you do business, this list should become more specific. I've gotten to the point after 7 years of being an experience in social media to know that I know exactly once I talk to someone for 5 minutes, if they're going to be someone that is ready to consciously be open to learning more. And it's more of a decision on their part to decide yes or no if they want to be part of my mentoring. So that's the first thing. Write down your requirements. What are their expectations? What do they do? What do they need help with? How much space or time do they need in order for them to be served by you? Because you want to make sure that you have enough time to help them out and for them to get the results that they're actually looking for. Number 2 is visualize your exact client. So this sounds crazy, but this is specifically if you want to visualize a specific person, which by the way, if you guys would want me to do a video on that, let me know down below. I was thinking about doing it, but I wanted to ask you guys first. But when you're thinking of a specific person or anything, especially with business, start thinking about everything, their name, what their industry is. When I'm meditating, I'm thinking of a girl named Allie who's probably a Reiki healer who needs my support, and I come across her and we end up helping, I help her out with my one-on-one, social media mentoring. So think of it to the T. How are you going to be able to support that person? What do they look like? What industry are they in? What's their name? I actually visualize on my my sheet of mentees their names, what they're doing, and what program that they're going to be investing energetically with. So This is number one. If you don't know what you're working towards, how do you expect the universe or even law of attraction to work if you're kind of working as you go and not really understanding the requirements of who you want, and also most importantly not knowing what you're looking for. So I always love to visualize in my meditations. Usually at the start of my day, I bring in that visualization of that intention of who I'm trying to attract, and think about it and put in that energy right into that visualization. Think about how I would feel. Think of it as if it's happening right now, what I would do, who would I be with. All of those things are so important. So start visualizing your client before they actually are here, because then you're just not going to know what you're looking for. Create content that speaks directly to the client that you want on social media. Now, I mentioned this on my other videos. I actually have a series. If you guys want to go check it out, I'll link it here, the playlist, on how to grow on Instagram in 2020 consciously. And one of the main things I talk about kind of briefly is the fact that a lot of people are putting content out there, and you look at their bio and you look at their content and it doesn't match, right? And I actually was talking to a beautiful, amazing being on Instagram the other day, and she was saying, you see girls wear pictures, do pictures with their bathing suit, and it doesn't relate to the context of their content. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you are gonna be a coach, don't just like put content that doesn't relate to you. Now you're gonna ask me, Shika, like, what about my personal life? Like, I wanna be able to be authentic and connect with people. That's completely fine. Do you be authentic? But when it comes to letting your audience know what you're going to give them and what you do and what is your title, you need to let them know by visually, right? Actions speak better than words. And also with the law of attraction, if you're putting pictures of yourself in a bathing suit and all and whatnot, then you're going to probably attract more brand collaborations instead, or maybe you'll attract a different type of person as opposed to someone who's actually interested in learning more about you as a law of attraction coach. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is one of the biggest things that I always tell people, and I did the same mistake before. I remember I was focusing so much on how pretty the pictures were, and then I started to get into using more of the pictures that were mistakes on my camera and my phone. So again, because they're just so candid and they brought more storytelling to it and more of a moment that I wanted to share that made sense to me being a representation of how to be conscious with your content, which is what I do. I'm a conscious content creator mentor, and that's what I want to share with people. I'm not going to go show things that aren't conscious. Do you see what I mean? So try to really ensure that your content is speaking to your audience. And hey, if the person doesn't end up coming around to support your business right now, you just planted a seed. A lot of people disregard planting seeds. 75% of the people that we talk to are maybe people. They're not people that are going to say yes to your business, to your services, regardless of what it is. They are just people who are curious and maybe are interested, but there's other factors involved that are going to dictate if they're going to agree and energetically, kind of agree with you, what you have to offer. But there's the other 3% that are all ultimate no people. So they're the people who are just like absolutely not interested, and that's completely fine. But you're trying to cater to the 75% of the people. So be open, allow yourself to talk to people in a sense that you can talk with content, and bring that authenticity in the sense of like being a community, allowing them to feel part of it, even if they aren't part of it just yet. Number 4 is letting yourself know that it's already yours. This is one of the biggest things. There's a lot of fear that happens when you're first starting out, or even if you've been doing it for a while and you're like, why am I not getting those numbers for my business? Energetically, if you have that fear within your heart, it's crazy because I'm like talking to you guys, my heart's like pulsing right now because I'm like, it's like, this is probably one of the best advice I can give you guys, is if you aren't coming from the heart with a lot of the things that you do, and not allowing yourself to amplify that energy and that emotion that you already are a millionaire, or you already have that car, or you already have those 10 clients per month that I see a lot of you guys. I love it. I just did a long time ago another video on how to get 30 clients, and you guys mentioned like, I want to get this many clients, and I think that's amazing. And how you manifest that actually in a further deeper way is by allowing yourself to know that it's actually happening. The self of doubt is what usually doesn't allow people to get clients online. And that's where when you connect with people, they feel this disconnected energy, and then they don't want to commit to it, and they go within the 75%, which is fine. Remember, we are okay with that. But with the yes people is the other amount. That's like the 10-ish% that we're looking at, 9%. And these are the ultimate yes people. They don't ask questions. They just want to say yes. And they're great, but as a business owner, you do kind of want to be concerned with the yes people, because those are the people that are going to sign on without any questions, and then that's going to cause you more of a headache on the later run. You know what I mean? So really, really think about, how, I'm just like looking at my notes here, know that you already have those people, know that you already have them, know exactly what you want. Remember the first note that I gave you guys, write down the expectations and the requirements for someone to enroll in your course as a client, as a customer. What are the expectations? Because we're all interconnected, and if they're going to be connected with you, whether they're buying a product, buying a service, they are going to be connected to your vision. The last one really goes down to be authentic and use your heart. There's a lot of people that start their business and they go really further into the masculine energy. And let me tell you, I know all about that. So masculine energy and wanting to just be super competitive, and that's great. However, at the end of the day, we're all humans. We want to be connected. So spend more of your time when you're trying to get clients on social media consciously, and by making relationships and using that creative feminine energy. Do a collaboration with other people in your space. Allow yourself to do more webinars and whatnot. Right now, I'm talking about currently, we're all at home. So you can take the time of people being online and spending more time at home and bringing some more conscious content to them, to allow them to connect more with your mission. Nurturing that relationship, right? So I think this is one of the biggest things on how and why it stops people from getting conscious clients on social media. It's some of the things that I noticed right away that I had a lot of problems doing, because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get clients, but I was so head focused on the numbers and chasing numbers, which brings me back to the social media aspect. A lot of people who are chasing numbers for the validation of social media are not going to be able to attract that same conscious person. And again, this is a very different approach that I teach. And I know a lot of people are always like, oh my gosh, this makes sense, but no one talks about it. You know what I mean? So I want to really share with you guys, because I know you're in the lead front of all of this. Your position of what you're doing right now is creating a lot of impact, even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if you only have one client, like, you are impacting people with content. So use social media as a tool. Allow yourself to be more conscious and communicate to the right people. That is so important. The more you become consistent with that and being creative within your feminine energy, the more you're going to amplify. I was able to do this within 1 month. And this was right before I left my job, which I'm actually going to do a video of me leaving my job and what happened with me going into this creative space. And when I did that, I gave myself 3 weeks to get 4 people that trusted me and my energy. By giving the tips that I just gave you guys, I was able to get 5 new mentees on my first week after just 3 weeks of resignation from all of my jobs, and they were amazing. I am just as grateful to have them as they are to have me. So that's what I'm talking about. Create requirements, make yourself, be fair and kind to yourself, know your energetic exchange, and allow yourself to communicate properly on social media through content. So I hope that supports you guys. I hope that amplified and made you guys feel higher with your vibration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and put the notification bells so you do not miss a video. I do videos 3 times for you guys, with the occasional like every day, which I've been recently doing. So thank you to every single one of you guys who subscribe. I love every single one of you guys. I am so proud to have you guys be part of my community. I'm so grateful. Just want to put that out there. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. You made it this far into the video. I'd love to have you be part of the family. And I'm sending you guys so much love, light, positivity. Be conscious. Go out there, get your client, manifest it. You already have it. It's already divinely yours. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.